Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRIENDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news, so hold on to your hats, Commanders fans, because the NFL landscape might be shifting in a way that could redefine our division and, frankly, our entire approach to building a winning team. Rumors are swirling around that Washington might be on the verge of making a bold move to upgrade our quarterback position, and it involves none other than Kirk Cousins. Yes, you heard it right. Cousins could be back in burgundy and gold, and this potential trade could be a game-changer for us as we look to solidify our offense and push further into the postseason. The whispers originate from some pretty credible league sources, including Adam Schefter, who's been tracking the league's pulse closely. According to these sources, the Atlanta Falcons, currently sitting at a disappointing 2-8 with a cap space of just around $5 million, are considering trading Kirk Cousins to us in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft and a fifth-rounder in 2027. It's a move that makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Atlanta's in a rebuild mode, especially after losing key players and dealing with a tough season, and they're prioritizing youth and cap relief over a veteran QB like Cousins, who could help us right now. Now, why would the Commanders be interested? Well, for starters, Daniel Jones, our current starter, has been battling through injuries, most notably that elbow injury that's kept him out for 4 games. We need stability at the quarterback spot, and Cousins, who has always been reliable and consistent, could be the perfect bridge for us. His experience, especially in the NFC East, would be invaluable. Cousins has a career completion rate of around 65%, and he's known for his ability to manage the game, read defenses well, and make smart decisions, traits that are critical in the NFL's toughest division. Let's dig into what this would mean for Washington. If Cousins lands here, he could bring a significant boost to our offense, especially considering his track record of managing play-action passes and keeping drives alive. Last season, he threw for over 500 yards and 35 touchdowns, with a career rating of over 88. 2, he's a guy who can elevate our passing game, especially with our talented receivers like Jahan Dotson and Jahan McLaurin. Imagine him orchestrating our offense, running those read options, and giving us that veteran leadership that's been missing since we lost Alex Smith. His familiarity with the NFC East would help him read defenses better, and he could immediately step in as a stabilizing force, giving us a much-needed upgrade over our current options. From a statistical standpoint, the impact could be huge. Projected to throw for around 200 yards in the remaining games this season, Cousins would significantly elevate our total offensive yardage, pushing us closer to 25 points per game on average. That's a big jump from where we've been this season. His ability to convert third downs, currently hovering around 32%, could increase to 50%, which means sustained drives, longer possessions, and fewer 3-and-outs. We'd see more of our playmakers involved, with McLaurin benefiting from the improved protection and decision-making. Speaking of protection, one of the key reasons this move makes sense is because the Falcons are clearing cap space, about $40 million, so they can afford to sign or extend players like Penix, who looks promising but needs a bit more time to develop fully. For us, the addition of Cousins would mean a veteran presence who can manage the game, reduce turnovers, and help us control the clock better. We've struggled with turnovers at times this season, averaging over 1.8 giveaways per game. Cousins' precision and experience could bring that number down closer to 1-1, which would be a huge boost for us. And let's not forget the long-term implications. If this trade happens, it sets the stage for a more stable quarterback situation heading into the offseason. It gives us a proven leader who can help mentor Daniels, our young quarterback, and prepare him for an eventual transition. Plus, Cousins' presence on the field could increase our chances of making a deep playoff run, especially since he's shown in the past that he can step up in big moments, like his performance against the Saints in 2023, when he threw for over 300 yards and kept us competitive. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move could also influence our odds of winning the Super Bowl. Currently, the betting odds for the Commanders are around +50, which reflects our underdog status. But if Cousins comes back into the fold and plays at a high level, those odds could drop significantly, maybe to around +20. That's a huge shift and would make us a more serious contender in the NFC. His familiarity with playoff pressure and his ability to boost NFC wins from 20% to around 45% could be the difference maker in our quest for the Lombardi Trophy. Of course, there are some questions and considerations. For one, the timing of this trade has to be right. Atlanta needs to agree, and we need to finalize the details. There's also the question of Cousins' health and whether he's fully recovered from any lingering injuries, especially his Achilles tendons, which have caused him to miss games in the past. But from what we've seen, he's been durable enough to handle the NFL grind, and his leadership qualities are undeniable. This potential trade also speaks to our front office's willingness to be aggressive. We've seen how important it is to make bold moves to stay competitive in this league. The NFC East is a tough division, no doubt, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys always in the mix. To beat them, we need to stack our roster with proven winners and smart strategists. Bringing Cousins back into our fold could be a key piece of that puzzle, especially as we look to build a roster that can sustain success year after year. Now, let's talk about the fans' perspective because, as passionate as we all are, this move could ignite a new wave of excitement. Imagine the energy in FedEx Field if we bring back a familiar face like Cousins, who's already experienced success here and knows what it takes to compete on the big stage. It would energize the fan base, boost season ticket sales, and generate a buzz that could lift our team during the crucial stretch of the season. Plus, it sends a message to our rivals. Washington is serious about contending now and not just rebuilding. This kind of move also signals a shift in our strategy. Instead of waiting for the perfect rookie or relying solely on our young quarterback Daniel Jones, we're adding a seasoned veteran who can come in right now and make an impact. It's about balance, mixing youth with experience, building for the present and future at the same time. And in a division as competitive as ours, every advantage counts. Looking ahead, if we do manage to pull this off, the impact could be felt beyond this season. Cousins' leadership and experience could help us develop our younger players, improve our overall team culture, and set us up for sustained success. It's all about creating a winning environment and having a quarterback like Cousins, who's already familiar with the NFC East and our team's culture, could be the catalyst we need to finally take that next step towards Super Bowl glory. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think bringing back Kirk Cousins would be the right call? Would it give us the boost we need to make a playoff push? Or do you prefer to see us stick with the young guns and build through the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.